was a disaster. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor and I here make scrunchies, bows and bags, and I've been doing so for 11 years. In today's video, I'm getting ready for my website relaunch. If you haven't watched the channel before, I haven't had the website open for almost 3 months and it is very much time to get back online, and I have a plan and I'm trying to stick to it as best as I can. I gave myself 1 month to try and get a bunch of products made. I kind of didn't really consider that I have other things I do in that 1 month, like markets and YouTube. I have been trying to not work as hard, but yeah, that was 2 weeks ago, and now I've got 2 weeks left and I haven't really done much. So I don't know how we're gonna go. So it's 2 weeks to the day today. So I'm trying to I'm gonna have to like cut corners, or I'm just gonna have to do the makeup bags like almost first. Today I've decided I'm just going to keep sewing the scrunchies. I finished all of the bows. I'm up to phase 3. There's 7 phases, pretty much just making all of the scrunchies. I've already cut everything except the bags, and I've already made all of the bows, and they took a lot longer than I expected them to. These ones just take forever, and I didn't really consider how many I was making because I made this whole thing plus another whole thing, and then I've got 2 other boxes full of bows. I think there's 175 bows there. Almost finished these. So these are the key fobs. So these are the ones I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave. I might make one up of each of the new designs and just call it a day. You know, they're almost done, but I'm trying to cut corners now. I'll probably do the same with the petites and the mini scrunchies because I can always make those after the launch, like the week of the launch, and I can finish those off. Whereas I feel like the thing that I'm going to sell the most, if anything sells, that like, yeah, if anything sells, it will be the makeup bags and the laptop bags and the coin purses. It won't necessarily be the scrunchies, and if the scrunchies do sell, it's like gonna be 1 or 2, and some of these I have to make like 8 per design. So I am thinking I'll just kind of cut the making the full scrunchie in about half. But I do want to try and get as much sewn as I can today. I've given myself today to try and get as much done as I can. I'm going to bring these to the markets on the weekend, but then I think I'll start on something else because I can always do this after the launch, but I really wanted to get everything else done first. Because I can also bring these to the markets, and I've got 2 this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Doing this stuff at the markets is so much better. I can flip at the markets, like flip all the scrunchie tubes, and I can also elasticate at the markets, which just makes everything like, yeah, much quicker. Also, I did try something, I also did try something new with the scrunchies, and this has been suggested on my channel for probably 5 or 6 years, and I have tried it before, but I haven't tried it with the industrial. So I have tried it before when I had just the basic machines I've had, like the Alna or the Singer. I think I've tried it twice and it just didn't work because I wasn't able to get close enough to the edge and it just like left a gap. But I'll show you what I mean. So I have had more comments about folding downwards like this, and because I've got the industrial now, it does automatic backstitch, it does automatic cutting, it can get very, very close to the edge like that. So that was my issue last time, like, because I kind of left a gap and it was like really awkward and I just didn't like it. But with the industrial it is quite easy. So I have been doing this. I probably started about maybe 20 or 30 in though, so there is a couple that I didn't do that for because I just like, it popped into my head because someone actually recently commented it and I was like, oh no, I'll try it again. And I did try it and I made one up, and yeah, as you can see, like that's the part there. So I'll usually like fold it manually, and it does take a lot of time and a lot of fiddly to like get it under, but this is a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I'm really glad someone commented that again just to remind me. I haven't tried it since I got the industrial, which was like 3 years ago. So that's my plan today. Here are some of the fabrics. So I have sewn up all the mini scrunchies. I need to flip those. There isn't too many of the mini scrunchies. And then down here got the XLs. We have the thin elastics in this one, and then petites, and then these are the wide elastic scrunchies. So as you can see, I have been trying to do that little trick. That's probably a better one to show you because you can kind of see it better. But yeah, and that just means I'm kind of like not doing a whole step, and that step is the step I hate the most. So thank you very much whoever suggested it. And I have the Juki Industrial. Give that a go and just try and smash out as many as I can today. So I feel like this vlog might be a little bit discombobulated or disjointed because I will have to start another vlog after this vlog, like tomorrow, and then go back to this vlog, and then yeah, just keep like doing this. I don't know. I feel like that's what I want to do. We'll see, because I sort of wanted to keep these kind of separate, like do scrunchies in one vlog, do makeup bags in one vlog. So I have broken everything down into like steps practically, an order which I thought was going to work for me, but I feel like I need to get the I forgot about the tote bags too. I feel like I need to get the coin purses and the laptop bags out of the way, or at least the coin purses tomorrow, and then try and start on the makeup bags just so I can get some of those made, or at least into the almost made sort of style. Same with the tote bags. Like I feel like I need to do the more heavy lifting stuff because they take like an hour each rather than a scrunchie which takes 3 minutes. I feel like I need to get those out of the way first, things that take the longest. I can just smash out as many scrunchies as I can those last like couple days and then edit everything. I don't know how this video is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to change my mind and do something else. Little bit stressed, but I have to get this done. Like if I didn't set a date, I still probably wouldn't even have started. So I needed to have a date, like a date to kind of like be like, you need to get this done, otherwise it's not going to get done. I'm going to sew today and sit on that sewing machine for a few hours, quite a few hours, and I really want to try and have everything sewn, ready to go in the bags so that I can take them to markets on the weekend and flip them, or I can sit on the couch and do it. That's my plan. I don't know. Let's see how we go. two things that I think are really important to mention: ear protection and something to cover your face when sewing, because especially when sewing a lot, whenever I sit down and sew like for a whole day sort of thing, I will try and wear a mask, but masks really irritate my face if I'm being honest. So I'm actually really excited because I have like these new things coming and I might insert them here possibly, and maybe pause the video here too to talk about them when they arrive. Hey guys, so I am jumping on to let you guys know that I did receive the Amore Comfy Concealed Filtration Systems. They've sent me a few samples to try out to see which one would fit my nose best. I think I mentioned it earlier in this vlog, but I really don't like wearing masks, but I do need to wear them, especially with all the lint and fibers that fly around when just working with fabrics in general. I will try and get like an air filtration system too, but having something like this is going to be like really good because it's not going to be on my face, it's not going to be making me hot and sweaty, but I can still be protected. So this is what it looks like. Looks like that. You can definitely still breathe with it. A medium size. Again, shoving things up my nose on camera isn't ideal. Like, it does take a little bit to get used to, but I feel like that's fine. Designed for 12 hours of use until soiled or damaged. You can get them in like massive packs. These are just sample ones. Obviously it can be used for so many different things. It doesn't have to just be for fabric, but it's just like in the craft room, because of the fibers and the lints when cutting, when sewing, you can see it in the air, and I can feel it in my lungs after I've like sewn for a full day. I can feel it in my lungs. So I want to try and like look after my health, especially being so young. Like, I've already gone through so many different things in my young age. Carpal tunnel, which was caused from sewing, the mucosal disease, which was caused from sewing. So I just want to make sure that I'm going to be healthy and happy for, you know, a long time to come, and I need to like look after myself better. I actually reached out to them and said, I have a YouTube channel, I'd love to share these with other people that may not like to wear masks, because yeah, I find them really irritating. Like, I've been talking for like 7 minutes with this in and it has not bothered me. When I'm sewing, I'm not talking though, and I'm not breathing out of my mouth. Because I know some people are like, well, you're still breathing in out of your mouth and talking, like what do you mean? But when I'm actually sewing, I don't talk to the camera, so that's like more the point. And even like when I'm cutting out fabrics, I'm not talking to the camera. I need to be very concentrated on what I'm doing. We'll link these guys down below. They are from the US, I'm pretty sure. They didn't take too long to get here. They did send it in like a little envelope. Go to Amore. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can go check them out. Thank you very much for sending me these. There is a lot of lint, like that's just from the sewing machine. Look at all that, like fibers. Imagine all the stuff that's going into the air. I can feel it because I can feel it on my face and stuff when I sew, because my face gets like really itchy because of like all the lints that are going on it. And I hate wearing the masks because I just don't like them on my face and they get hot, and yeah. I'm almost done the regular size white elastics though. I'm almost finished. Then I'm going to start on the XLs. Then I'll do, I guess, the petites and the thin elastic regular scrunchies. Currently, I think 2:30, nope, nearly 3 o'clock. So I've been sewing for a few hours now. I'm hoping to get everything sewn today, or at least everything I want sewn, because I'm feeling like for the thin elastics and the petites, I may just sew up the ones I know aren't on the website and just do like one of each, because as I said, I'm trying to get, yes, I want to try and get everything in stock, and I will have everything in stock. Do longer than expected. So once everything's live on the website, I will just continue making everything and have everything in stock. But I think I'm just going to need that little bit extra time, and it doesn't really matter too much. Like, I'll still get all the orders out and stuff, but I do really want to try and like focus on the bags, because that's what's going to really take me the longest. Even just like getting all like the socials, I need to start making Instagram reels and doing all like the posting for it. I'm going to just keep sewing. I did actually procrastinate a little bit because these were charging, but I have chosen the makeup bag fabrics, which are, I think that row there. Which I'll show you guys in a different vlog probably. Start cutting them all out, but there's a couple that I'm still unsure about, and there's obviously a lot more than I wanted up. Just, it was so hard to choose. So I still have less than what I have originally on here. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so I've just finished sewing all of the XLs. So I've got the XLs finished, the wide elastic regular size, the minis, and the towel scrunchies that are in the other room already in a bag. So that's a lot of scrunchies, and I was just carrying this one and it's quite heavy. I wonder how many kilos this would be. So it's currently 7 p.m. The sun is setting and I'm wanting to finish off the rest of the scrunchies tonight. So I've still got the petite scrunchies and the thin elastic regular size scrunchies left. I will need to cut these ones in half though. And if you're new to the channel, 2 different types of my scrunchies, like the way I make them. Some of them I use the tube method and some of them I use a burrito method. It depends on the size and the type of elastic I'm using, but minis and regular size wide elastic have the tube method, which is just sewing a straight line, which you might have seen me do in, earlier on in the video. And then for my petite size, my thin elastic regular size, and the XLs, I do burrito method. I also do the burrito method for a few different types of materials, such as velvets. Regardless of if they're in the wide or the thin elastic, I'll use the burrito method for that size, just because it's like really awkward to sew over the top of all those different layers. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to try and complete these. Back is hurting currently. I did also do some very cheeky last minute additions, which I wasn't meant to do. When I was looking at all the makeup bag fabrics, I was like, oh, they're just too cute. I want them to be scrunchies. So I did choose this one, which is like a duck one with little hats. And this one, which has little kittens on it with little bows. Big stretch. So pretty much what I'm going to do with these is cut them in half. That's pretty much what I do for the burrito ones. I just have whatever the fabric length is and I cut them in half no matter what type of fabric it is. Because some of them obviously have longer variations than others. I might just sew up half, so I'll only sew up like one of these rather than 2 of these, if that makes sense, because I am thinking I might run out of time. Okay, I've just finished half of the petites. My back is hurting very much. Can you hear that? I've been sewing for at least 10 hours straight. It's time to go, but I'm not obviously going to get that done tonight. I'm going to have to stop because my back's hurting too much. I'm going to go pick out one of each of these to sew up just for the photos, and I'm probably just going to do the ones that I know aren't online, and they're all the petites that I've just finished sewing up. Alright, it is 11 o'clock on the dot. I've just finished sewing up these, which are the thin elastics. As you can see, there's not many new ones, which is a good thing, so I won't have to do too much photographing. Everything else was already on the website. So these are all the only ones I had to make, so I can take photos of them. And I'll see you guys soon once I'm back on. Hey everyone! So it has been a couple of days since I've been on. Sorry I got wet hair. I just had a shower. I haven't dried it yet because it's really hot and I don't want to use the hairdryer. And then today I had a market and I only had 4 hours sleep. So I'm absolutely knackered. But I still have to keep going. I have a few more things I need to do. And I probably should make some more makeup bags for the market. But I do have some already that I've prepped ready to go. I just need to assemble them. So that doesn't actually take too long, so I might smash out like 2 or 3 just for the market tomorrow, and that's all I'm gonna do. Like, I'm so low on everything, but it's fine because I just really want to try and get this website stuff done. It's currently Saturday. It's a week and a half, I think, until launch. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna have every single thing done, but if I can just get like most done, or like just the brand new stuff done, so I can do the website and then continue trying to get everything completely made after the website's launched, because I think I'm going to keep my 1 to 2 week processing time and just put in the description, like, if it's urgent, message me, or like put a note on your order and I'll see if I can get it out quicker, just because I also don't want to stress out about trying to ship twice a week or once a week, or, you know, if I miss the Monday and someone wants it, I don't know. So I'd rather just keep it as the 1 to 2 weeks, and just, you know, people will be happier if I ship earlier rather than, you know, being unhappy if I ship late, sort of thing. I don't like shipping anything late, so it'd just be easier, because 1 to 2 weeks, it goes so quick. Like, it really does. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Also, I did go to Spotlight on the way home from the market today, and I did purchase more fabric, and I do not need any more fabric, but I purchased rayon because it was on special. So I did get a bunch of different colors, mostly for the bags, just the linings. So I did get all that, and the market today was really good. Actually, I was really surprised, actually. I made $638, I think it was. I think it was almost $640, which was really good, because it was just a Traralgon market, which is just my, like, practically my local town. And considering the last few markets I've done, I've only made $200 or $300. I was like, wow, that's really good. So I was really excited about that. It'll be interesting to see how I go tomorrow though. Anyway, what I got done at the market, not much, because I was so sleepy, and there was actually a lot of people I knew that turned up. That's okay. I did spend a lot of the time just chatting with everyone, but I did flip all of the scrunchie tubes and I cut them all in half. So that is done, and I also started cutting all the elastic. So I'm just going to sit down and just pretty much thread elastic, watch a movie or something, and just chill. I want to try and get that whole box done tonight. And tomorrow I can just bring the XL scrunchies and maybe like something else to do at the market. That is my plan. I don't know how much I'll film, because as I said, I'm really tired. These next 2 days is just work on the scrunchies. Well, I can't even say 2 days, because like honestly it's like 3 o'clock or something already. Is it 3 or 4? 3:30. So there's like still so much to do. Yeah, I think I've already come to terms with like everything's not going to be completely done, which is fine. So we'll get there eventually. I'm gonna just get elasticating all of these scrunchies. Not gonna lie, I actually did go have a nap right here, right in this beanbag, for an hour, because I was so exhausted. Feel much better now. So let's get elasticating all these scrunchies. There's so many to do. Oh my gosh. Hi everyone, I'm back. It is currently Monday, 1 week and 1 day before launch. I went to the market yesterday and it was so hot. It was like honestly unbearable. The heat, it was only like 35, but it was just sun blazing down, very dry, no really protection from trees. It was terrible. There was still a lot of people come out even though the heat was like, yeah, that hot. And I still did well in sales, but it was like half of what I did the year before, the last time I did it, because it's on every 2 years. If the heat wasn't around, I probably would have done better because people really didn't want to like stay and look very long. Like usually people kind of wander around and like look quite a long time at my stuff, but I noticed that everyone was kind of like in and out or just like didn't even stop at all. And it was just, yeah, it was just too hot, and it was too hot for the kids, and it's what a lot of people are buying for the kids. Like I didn't sell really any bows. I only sold a handful of bows, and that's usually what I sell most of at markets like those. The weather's good, but yeah, it was just too hot for the kids. Still happy with how much I made. I think it was just because I was so exhausted that, yeah, I'm just like, ugh. But no, it's still very good amount that I made. But everything did get super dusty because we were around like an oval but the outside, and it was all like a dirt track. People walking or just like even like the cars driving past, like the amount of dust really bad. So I spent like probably a good 30 minutes while packing up, like dusting stuff off and like hitting things against my skirt and like trying to clean stuff with my skirt. So yeah, I tried to clean up as best as I could, but yeah, it was so dusty, it was gross. Which is another reason why I want to try and keep market stock separate to online stuff. While I was at the market though, I did finish elasticating all the white elastic scrunchies. It was really hard to do because it was just so hot. It was really like a horrible day like for it. It was just too hot. And it was also really long. So like I didn't finish at 1, it finished at 4:30. So I was there in the like blazing heat until then. I also got a little bit burnt in the face, but I think it's like all gone now because I did my sunscreen, whoopsie days. And then when I got home, after I had a shower, I did start elasticating the towel scrunchies, so they're done too. I will show you those. Yeah, they're all the tubs and the bags of all the scrunchies so far. So I still have the petites to elasticate, the thin elastic new ones to elasticate because I haven't sewn the actual thin elastics yet, and the XLs. So plan of attack today, I'm thinking finish elasticating the scrunchies that are sewn and then hopefully start sewing up the elastic as well. The wall's not going to get done before launch, like that. I just know that's not going to happen. I need to choose my time really wisely this week because I want to make sure the new stuff is ready so I can start taking photos of everything and then uploading everything and changing the website around. Okay, in typical me fashion, I've decided to change my mind completely and I'm not going to work on the scrunchies until the weekend just because I'm looking at my, like what I still have to do. I might as well spend today doing things that I can't do on the weekend, whereas I can elasticate anywhere. So if I bring all of the scrunchies I need to elasticate on the weekend at the markets, I can do that at the markets, get all that done because I've got 2 markets on the weekend. So that's practically saving myself a day. And because I've done that, then I've moved everything up. This video is going to be so choppy because it's going to be like, but I'm trying to keep everything in their own sections, like scrunchies in one, makeup bags in another, all the new stuff in one. We'll see how we go. Okay, I'm going to go and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, it has been a hot minute since I've been on to do the scrunchie wall, just trying to get everything in stock. It is way past launch day. I think it's like been a full month since launch and I'm only just getting around to actually trying to finish these up. That's fine. I'll probably say it in the future vlogs too, but because everything's so like kind of misjointed, because I wanted to keep everything like that was to do with scrunchies in the scrunchie vlog and everything that was to do with makeup bags in the makeup vlog, kind of like here and then here and then here, but then this video is here and here and here. It's gonna be really fun to edit. But anyway, I was really sick for like, I'm gonna say 3 weeks. I was sick in bed for 2 weeks and then another week with just fatigue. I could not do anything. So I had 3 weeks practically of doing nothing, which really made me, yeah. I hate that. I hate not doing anything. I hate not being able to do anything. It was very frustrating for me. I literally couldn't, and I knew I couldn't, so I didn't. But yeah, it was really hard. That happened. I still feel like so fatigued. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I did a COVID test from COVID apparently, but I don't know. Continuing on, I have spent the last like 3 or 4 days sewing the thin elastics. They took me forever. There's over 400 of them, I found out. So I reckon the scrunchie wall's gonna have like over 1,000 scrunchies easily. I'll show you what I've gotten done so far. This is what I've got left. This is what I've got left to actually put the elastic through. But I've done, which is almost full and will be full once I finish it. And this box is full. So I spent last night just elasticating those, trying to like get them ready, because today I just want to focus on sewing all the elastic and trying to sew the labels in, because I want to get this video up this week and I have no scrunchie wall. So like I did consider posting like it would be phase 4 or 5, maybe even 6 first, just to try and like get those out of the way, because they're done. Those ones were lovely little ones which I could just, they were easy. So I don't know, I still might do that. You still might see this like after phase 4 or 5, considering this is what phase, is it phase 2? 3? I don't know, 3 I think. I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting there. Oh, I also received this in the mail, so I'll show you this. So it's actually the jumper I'm wearing, which is super comfy, and they've also sent me a t-shirt too, which is a really nice stretchy material. It's like quite thick, which will be perfect for winter. Currently in autumn in Australia, it is freezing. I brought the heater back in already, but this is from, I'm going to definitely say this wrong and I'm very sorry in advance, Michelia, I don't know. Kindly sent me a sweatshirt and a t-shirt because they must watch my channel and realize how much I love just being cozy. I love it. It's so comfy and it's just nice. Like look at it, look at the fit. I think it's a small or a medium, I'm not positive, but it's nice. It's nice and cozy. I love this oversized fit. Hang on, let me see what, does it say at the back there somewhere? Medium. Sorry, don't mind my massive pimple. It's so bad. It's like swollen. Anyway, they have kindly sent me this one, so thank you so much. I love it. I love the quality. I love a good quality jumper or sweatshirt. And they've also given you a discount code, 15% off, and it's Taylor15. I'll put it on the screen here. And I'll also link them down below. Thank you again for sending me these. I love them. And yeah, you can go check them out. There's actually so much to do. It's stressing me out if I'm being honest. I feel like this year already, I'm just already so behind. I feel like it's still January, but it's not. It's literally nearly May. It's May tomorrow. And I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm just in amongst sickness and burnout and everything else. It's just like been so much. If I can get this scrunchie wall done this week, that'll be a massive bonus. Because then all I have to do is do the makeup bags, and the makeup bags, oh my gosh. You guys can wait. You guys can wait for that because that's in the next vlog. Okay, this is what I've got left to do. I also found out I do not have much left of my thin elastic and I don't really know where to get more of that from. I think I did research it in January because I knew that I'd be out soon. Like I've still probably got enough to make another scrunchie wall amount. Maybe, like, so probably another 400 or 500 scrunchies. But really, that's not going to last me very long. Yeah, it really isn't. So, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to, like, search it again. I'll probably search it once I get down to, like, I don't know, maybe 200. I don't know. I'm probably need to actually count how many's in there because, you know what, there's probably more than 400 or 500. I have been gluing them, but my glues, I barely got any glue left in this bottle. So, I mean, but I'm worried that they're going to fall back into each other. Yeah, it's probably the best idea to glue. That's perfect glue stand. I really shouldn't talk because this video is going to be already so long, but I haven't been on film for like 3 weeks because I've been practically in isolation trying to recover from this illness, which again, I'm sorry, it's going to be all jumbled up and I apologize. So if you hear me talking about the sickness more than once, it's probably because I'm talking about it in this vlog and then a month or two later I'm going to be talking about it again. So apologies in advance, but I just can't help myself. And also this is like super stuck. I did see a comment recently on my channel about the glue. Someone said that they will be restocking it, so that's exciting once that is actually restocked, because someone else said it was possibly going to be, yeah, not restocked at all. It might be discontinued. I get a lot of comments about the glue. It is fabric glue from Helmers. They don't sell it in the UK. I don't know about the US. It's a good glue. It says you're not meant to inhale it, but I've been inhaling it for about 11 years. So yeah, not great for my lungs probably. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this glue? It's never this hard to get out. I just glue them just to make sure that the elastic doesn't fall back into itself. Obviously I could use like Wonder Clips or like safety pins, but that I've got like 1,000 scrunchies currently glued, so I do not want to be clipping like 1,000 clips on here. It's much quicker to just do the glue very quickly, throw it away, and then I can just sew them up. Oh yeah, let's just chat. So the day that I got sick, I went to the market and it was their first, like second or third market that they've ever run, and I spoke to someone the day before and they said, oh yeah, you don't need weights. And I was like, okay, I'll take your word for it. And I did ask the organisers, but they skipped over the message. Obviously not on purpose. They've just like glanced and I've like asked 2 questions and they've just answered the last one. Kind of like a typical boy response actually, but it wasn't a male, it was female. But yeah, typical guy response to do that, where they just like skip over all the other messages and just reply to the last one. But anyway, so I had no idea if I had to bring weights or not, and I just didn't bring them because I was like, well, I'm assuming that there's grass, because if there was weights, they would put it in the email and they'd put it in like, you know, the little thing where you like say what you need. Like you would say, you know, you can't peg in. Or like, no pegs allowed, you know, that sort of thing. I got there, 40k winds, so very windy, and already, like, there's gazebos lifting off the ground with weights because it is a weighted area. There is a couple spots where there's grass, but they're already like kind of taken, so I didn't want to like be a pain and like make people switch spots with me. So I had to drive home to get these weights, and then I've come back. And then when I've come back, I start setting up. Again, the wind's coming into me. So I really should have just switched with someone, because the wind, I'm like in the worst spot possible. There is a big building, there's a big fence, but the wind is coming into me because I'm just like, just not quite covered by the building. So I'm getting absolutely hammered by wind coming straight into me. My scrunchie boards are flipping over, my bow stands are flipping over, everything's falling off the table, scrunchies are literally flying everywhere. It was a disaster. I think that was probably like my worst market I've been into in terms of me getting absolutely pummeled by wind. Like I've had 1 or 2 before where it was just like really, really bad. I can't do wind if it's coming into me. I can do wind if it's coming behind, coming to the side. Doesn't matter because I can put my walls up. I have a very strong gazebo. The gazebo was the least of my troubles. There was nothing going on with that gazebo. Nothing was even happening to it. It was barely even moving. It was everything else. Everything else was just flying around. And I have like that big scrunchie stand at the front of my stall. If you haven't seen my stall, that one. I've had that for a few years now and it weighs a ton. Like it weighs so much. Like I can barely carry it. It weighs a lot. And it's got massive feet on it. Massive, like that big, times 2, like semicircles. This thing ain't gonna fall over, I thought. I've been in winds with much stronger winds than this and it's been fine. No, it did a backflip. Almost hit someone. Luckily I actually had it tied to the gazebo, so it didn't hit anyone. It just did a little backflip. But it was tied down and it still did a backflip. So I was just like, I'm gonna pack up. I want to go home. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of this. I was so done. So done. But the person, I went with Hannah, which is it's like someone I go to markets with all the time. And she's like, no, stay, you gotta stay. And I'm like, I just wanted to go home so bad. Like, I didn't even want to go, when I didn't bring the weights, I didn't even want to stay. But I stayed because of her. Anyway, I still did good. Like, I still think I made like $500 or something, even though all my products were practically on the ground and people were like picking them up for me all day. But, and I had to have, I'll put another photo, I had to have everything down on the table. And like, I just ended up getting rid of like most of my stuff. Like, I was just like, this is ridiculous. Because stuff was flying everywhere. But yeah, I still actually did good. Considering how bad my display was, I was very surprised. And it's only a small town. I ended up packing up early because I was like, there's no people around now. So I packed up early and I went home. And then my little cousin Brody, which isn't so little anymore, she's like turning 17 this year, which is so crazy to me. Where'd that time go? Anyway, she came over from Phillip Island because she was going to stay with me for the week and help me with my scrunchie wall, and we were going to get so much done, and we were going to go exploring, you know, we're going to go for walks and everything. Yeah, she got there at probably like 3, and I had stuff to do. I had to get a sponsor video out, had to film a sponsor video, and I had to finish off some wholesale orders. So I was like, sorry broads, you're gonna have to just sit there for a few hours. I'll have to finish these and then I'll be with you. So I finished all that. It comes to like 7 o'clock. I'm cooking dinner for us. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm eating dinner and I'm like, something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong. My lips are burning. The food I'm eating is not spicy. And my lips are burning. And I'm like, this is what happens every single time I get sick. My lips burn. Like, that's the first sign that I'm coming down with like a cold or something. And I'm like, oh no, please no. By 9:30, my throat, I could barely swallow. And overnight, I couldn't sleep because I was in that much pain from my throat and everything else. So I wake up in the morning. I can't move because I am so sick. I am so sick. Like, sick as I've been in a while. Probably not as sick as I was in January, but like, I'm gonna say very close to, because I was very, very sick in January. Not well. Then Josh got sick and Brody got sick. So we all were sick within like a day or two of each other. And that meant that Brody spent her school holidays sick because of me, and I felt so bad. And of course, we didn't get anything done. We couldn't go on our walkies. We couldn't go out for dinner. We couldn't do our fun little girl things that we usually do when she's down for the school holidays. Because, yeah, I was so sick, and then she got really sick, and it just was not fun for either of us, unfortunately. We just sat on the couch watching movies, then just semi-dying. So that was, yeah, that was not fun. Point of the story was, Brody was meant to help me with the scrunchie wall, and that is why it's not done, because we both got really, really ill. And then I've just been out of action for so many weeks, and it has been so annoying. I know some people are like, oh, it's probably from like burnout or something, but no, this was like, I actually got sick because I was actually able to give it to other people, so it was something, like I caught something, because yeah, we were all very sick. Not fun. A couple of tears over that, if I'll be honest, because it's just very frustrating when my body's not doing what I want it to do. I'm very used to working 10, 12 hours a day, and that's what I've been doing for most of my life because I can't sit still, and I love doing that. And that's how my business has succeeded with just one person, because I just work. I can work. It's fine. It's only when I'm like working, you know, the 15, 16 hour days every single day for like 3 months straight, that's when I get really bad burnout. But I can do it to an extent, and like, you know, working that amount of time, like 10 hours a day, absolutely fine. Can work with that, like, been doing that for years, absolutely fine. It's when, obviously, I work more. But not being able to work at all, that was really hard for me. Like, I was really upset that, like, I didn't have the motivation, couldn't get out of bed. Yeah, it really, really, really bothered me that, like, I just couldn't keep going. I couldn't push through. Like, I had to do nothing, and like, yeah, it was really ultimately frustrating. I still tried to do markets during this time, like the last few weeks. I did end up cancelling, I think 2. I still went to a couple, but even then, like, it really took it out of me. I need to catch a break this year. This year has been such bad luck for me. I don't know, I feel like I go in like cycles of bad luck and good luck. So I'm hoping the next 6 months, like after we get past this financial year, like it'll be good again. Because yeah, I can't deal with any more bad luck here. Like I'm teetering on just like not good. I think that's why people were like, how can you possibly do this all by yourself? You're lying about how much you make or sell or blah blah blah. You know, people have actually said that to me, which also grinds my gears, because I'm like, bro, I work so much. You should see the state of my house right now. It hasn't been cleaned in like 2 months. I'm not even kidding. Like, it just annoys me when people say that, if I'll be honest. Like, it really grinds my gears. It gets under my skin that like people are like, oh, there's no way. Like, you're lying. Like, it's just so dumb. That was my little rant. I don't know. I think I'm just really tired. But yeah, we're getting through it. Trying my best. I think once everything's made, and I did want everything to be made by the end of this month, which isn't going to happen just because I had so many weeks off. Once everything is properly finished, I'll be fine. Like, it's going to be a-okay. All I'll have to work on is just like a few custom orders or wholesale orders here and there, and market stock, and then obviously the YouTube side. So I am excited for that. Here I'd have everything in stock and I have to worry about orders. Although, in saying that, I know I'm not meant to be talking about the future for this little series, but in saying that, even just having everything half made, or like some of it was fully made but most of it was half made, it did make it a lot easier on me, like just getting everything out when I did the launch, and when, you know, I've just been getting orders here and there. It's been so much easier just having everything even half done. So I am happy with that, but it will be nice just to have everything fully done. Again, I'm not meant to be talking about stuff that's going on later on in the future. There is a few scrunchies that are already out of stock, so I'm gonna have to do restock again. Pretty much as soon as I finish making everything, I'm going to have to go back through and restock everything. Because there's a lot that's actually out of stock. Not a lot, not compared to like what I've actually made. Like, there's probably about 2,000 products, I'm gonna say. I reckon maybe I'll have to restock maybe 100 or 200. Like, just bring them back, because I know like black's pretty much, I think, all out. There's a few other colours that are no more anymore because I've just sold them all. So I'll have to go through and do that. I think I'm just like sharing all my trade secrets right now for the future vlogs. And I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, even though I know a lot of you guys have seen it, like if you watch lives or whatever. But I do want to try and keep it linear, but it's probably not. Is that linear even the right word? If it's not, my bad if I'm saying the wrong word. I'm going to get off because I've literally been talking for half an hour, probably longer. And this vlog is already split onto 3 different memory cards. I don't even want to know how many hours it's going to take me to edit. I'm almost finished this style. Get all of these sewn, all of the white elastic sewn, all of the towel scrunchie sewn, and then all of the XL sewn as well. If I'm going to be honest, I don't think in this vlog I'm going to finish the petites or the minis. Yeah, if I can just get the scrunchie wall done and then I can work on other things this week, I'll be happy with that. It's better than nothing. More for visual appeal, so I can like take photos of it and make it look pretty. But if the scrunchie wall is done, that would be very, very nice. I'm watching Bratz. Am I 26 or am I 8? I don't know. Anyway, I'm like watching Bratz Rock Angels Part 1, like this one. And there's so many familiar voices on it. I can recognize so many. There was this like cast must be like star-studded or something. That's so funny. There's the chick from Big Bang Theory, like Penny. She's one of the evil twins. She's in so many movies. I wouldn't know their names, but she's in, oh my gosh, what is it? Emperor Cusco, whatever that movie is. She's like the guy's pregnant wife. She's in it. There's so many. Anyway, that's just a random tidbit. Going back to doing this. Box 1 down. I think there's 5 or 6 to go. Box number 2 done. Box 3. Box 4. Alright, now is box 5 finally done. I'm gonna be honest, this took me nearly all day to sew all the elastic for like 1,000 scrunchies. I can't see myself finishing this before the end of the week, if I'll be honest. It ain't gonna get sewn completely. I'm just currently dividing them into colours. The last time I did like this took me a full day to sew the label in as well. I don't have that sort of time right now. Plus with these ones, I need to like fold them under and over. So I'm thinking I might just give myself a bit more time to do all that. I might bring them to the markets on the weekend. This is just taking so much longer than anticipated to get all this done. Say over 1,000 scrunchies. Obviously I haven't completely finished the petite ones and the minis, and I'm not gonna. Not right now anyway. I just want to solely work on these ones, try and get these done. Yeah, oh my gosh, there's just so much. Also, I would have to like cut all the threads off, and that takes ages, like so long. This is sort of why I have Broads around, because she does all the parts, like half the steps. So I guess it just seems a lot quicker when Broads is here, so she can like do half of the work. Yeah, just with one person, it's just a mammoth effort. Brody has helped me, I think 2 or 3 times with the scrunchie wall. Usually it's at like the start of the year when I'm like doing the scrunchie wall, or maybe like midway through the year restocking and stuff, because originally I think I wanted to only have I think 400 or 500 scrunchies, and there's definitely double that. At least I've got like lots of stock. In an uphill battle to get there, I think. It's currently separating all like the ones I can do white with, white thread. Like obviously ones like this I'll need pink. I was also watching my 1,000 scrunchie challenge. I managed to make 1,000 scrunchies in like 6 days. And I'm like, how did I do that? How did I do that? Granted, it was a little bit easier because they were the tube method. I think what really took it out of me like this week, the first few days of this vlog were a breeze. Like I was able to get a lot done. It was these. These have really taken it out of me. These little burrito ones for the thin elastics. So long. And I guess, to be fair, more than half of the scrunchies I've made in this vlog, they are burrito method. Okay, I'm going to show you what I've done. Alright, that is all of the scrunchies, which I don't know if you can tell how much that is, but there's actually a lot there. I didn't sew the elastic on the towels because I just couldn't. After sewing all of these, I was like, nah. And then there's petites and the minis. And there's obviously also the petites up there that I haven't sewn properly. I'd say well over 1,000. Let's be realistic. Probably a day to sew the labels in. Probably a full day to cut all the threads. And then to do all like the odd bods, like the minis and the petites, I'm going to say another 1 or 2 days. So there's probably another 4 days worth of work here. I ain't going to get done in the next day. That's for sure. There's a few more vlogs to go, so make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Turn that bell notification on because they will be coming very, very soon. Trying to post once a week, usually on a Thursday or a Friday night, sometimes even a Saturday. Getting a bit rogue with it. Hey guys, I'm sorry, my indecisiveness is so bad. I decided to actually post the other videos first, like the coin purse and laptop sleeve. Might even post another one this week that isn't the scrunchie wall. This is the last scrunchie that I have to sew up, and the scrunchie wall will be completed within the next 24 hours. It's taken me, it probably did take me about 4 days. I think I said 4 days in the last time I was on, like between everything else. So yeah, just smashed it out. This part actually hasn't taken too long, and I've taken, on the weekend, I took my scrunchies with me to the markets and like kind of clipped them apart. But I had one more tub to do, so I've just been doing that this afternoon. And yeah, I'm pretty much all finished. Technically, I do still have the mini scrunchies and the petites to go, which I would estimate there's about 200 of those. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm trying to get this scrunchie wall completed, and there's a lot of scrunchies. There's a lot. Don't know how many. I don't even know if I'll count them, but well over 1,000. I'm hoping it's all going to fit. It should all fit, I feel like. I feel like when I maxed it out, when I like worked it out last time, it was like 2,000 scrunchies that wall fits, as long as there's like heaps in each like slot, but comfortably it fits 1,000. So we should be somewhere in between that. Also not putting the mini scrunchies or petite scrunchies in there, not just because they're not made, but also because they kind of get lost in there. I'd rather have them in a separate container, especially because I don't have that many of those 2 sizes. So I'll be back on tomorrow, show you guys the scrunchie wall and actually like put everything in there. Then this vlog will finally be properly finished. I just felt weird leaving it at like, you know, it not being done. Again, it's not technically finished, but the actual scrunchie wall will be finished. Next is makeup bags, which I'm hoping to also try and complete within the next 2 weeks. So I'm slowly getting there, slowly getting everything done. So much relief already about having like all these scrunchies done. Thought I'd give you a little update and I'll be back on tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm back and I finished finally. As you can see, I do have very small amount of scrunchies in the actual scrunchie wall, so I will be taking all of those out of the wall because they're not ones that are online anymore, and then I'll be putting all of these ones at my feet into there. So I have to sort them out into colour and to size, which does take quite some time, so I still won't have a full scrunchie wall for at least another hour or 2. Quickly take out everything that's in here and use it as market stock instead. Also should probably take some photos or videos or something for content. Okay, 1 tub of scrunchies coming out of the scrunchie wall, and then all of these are going to go in it. So I have 4 massive tubs, and for example that was the tub I just took out. So I think a size like that, maybe 2 or 3 into these tubs. Yeah, so there's a lot of scrunchies here. But I'm going to do my best to sort them all out into the different colours and styles. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. I think each tub should have the same colours in it, so I won't start by like just chucking them all out because that makes no sense. I feel like I should put nicer clothes on so I can get actual content for this. There should be 8 of each colour, or each type I should say. I think, oh I don't know. I think we'll start off with whites, yellows, pinks, purples, blues, greens, browns, black. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll do the XLs at the back. I'm going to outstretch as far as I can. Okay guys, I finally finished sorting out all of these scrunchies. Also, don't mind all the mess. There's so much mess everywhere in this room. Anyway, so I'm ready to start stocking up the scrunchie wall. But before I do that, let me just put you down for a sec. I need to know 2 points. 1 point, not about the scrunchie wall, not even anything to do with this video, but this dress has boning in it, and I worn it once to the market, and it's already starting to pop through up here, and it's like cutting into me. How do I fix that? That's what I want to know. I'm going to come closer. So that's what that looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry if that's a bit too revealing for everyone, but see how it's like popping through right there? It's really bothering me. So if you can let me know how I can fix that without making it look too, I guess, untidy on the front. I don't know. I was thinking about like just sewing something on top of it, like some sort of like, but then you'll be able to see the stitching on this side. I don't know. But yeah, there's like nothing holding that in. It's just popping straight through the top. I'm actually considering just ripping the whole boning out because like I don't need boning. Like I don't need it. I don't need it in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to try and not cut myself when I'm moving my arm. Second point, I have barely any XL scrunchies left. Like I made so many XL scrunchies. I even probably over 100, maybe 200 XL scrunchies, and I'm telling you, there's not many here. There's ones that I'm completely out of stock of, and there's ones that I've only got one left of. And that is because I've been selling them on the website and also selling them at markets. I've been taking them off. I've been just like grabbing them from the offline because I've been selling so many at the markets. I'm like, well, I might as well try and like do that and just restock the XL scrunchies again. Restock. As soon as this is stocked up, I'm gonna have to restock the XL scrunchies again, even though I've just restocked them. I will try and work out exactly how many scrunchies are here once they're in the wall, because I'll be able to like look at my little flip book and see. I'm finishing this wall early May of 2025 and I started it like 2 months ago, maybe even more, longer than that ago. Obviously I haven't been working on it all the time. I've just been trying to like get it done in between all my other tasks that I've been trying to complete. So it has really taken me a long time. Yeah, I have tried to like just give the last couple days and like a few days last week, I just like tried to knuckle it down and try and get it down. I'm gonna start putting them all in the wall. There's so many here, so I don't even know where to start if I'll be honest. I actually might double check all these while I'm putting them in, because the one I just put in, like I do a little stock take, because the one I just put in, it had 6 thin elastics when it's not meant to have 6, it's meant to have 4 and 4. So I've messed that one up. So I will have to go through and like adjust some of these. I am also missing like one tiny little thing right here, which I probably should put the front one like to the front. But anyway, that was from when I last moved, which was ages ago. Yeah, I think I will only adjust them when I notice that there's like a discrepancy, like that I know that there is one. I'm like, that's not right. Okay, continuing on. I just realized I'm missing some because they were newbies. So I'll just go grab those because they're in a box out there. I did realize halfway through that I do not have as many patterns as I did usually. So like I was doubling up, which I didn't need to do. So I've split them mostly, and most of them only have like one colour now per little cubby. So that's good. And I've got a little bit more to go. So I might need to do some more splitting to make sure they all fit perfectly, but we'll see. Almost done. Too bright with the sun, but then it's too dark without it because the sun's setting. But the wall is officially finished. Okay, I finally finished putting all the scrunchies in the scrunchie wall. Yeah, I did realize halfway through that I actually don't have enough scrunchie colors to do 2 per like little cubby. This is what it looks like. Obviously it's not very aesthetically pleasing right now because the sun is beaming in and it's very bright. Yeah, it makes the camera look a bit funny. But I did try and leave room for the XL scrunchie restock because I'm gonna have to restock the scrunchie wall again within the next few weeks because I just don't have many XLs. I was putting them all up and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to restock them like now because yeah, I just don't have any. And I was looking at the website and I was like, there's like barely any on there. There's like none. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you how many scrunchies. I'll work that out and I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, I've worked it out. 1,368 scrunchies.
Actually, it was more like 1,500 scrunchies because I forgot to include all the towel ones. And all the towel ones, there were so many of those. So yeah, it was actually more than 1,500, which is crazy.
Wow, so that's a lot. Obviously the minis and the petites, they're like half done. They're not fully completed. But yeah, the bulk of it was definitely just from the XLs and the regular size, which was over 1,000. Yeah, that is my scrunchie wall. It could probably fit double what's in there right now. I would say it definitely does fit over 2,000 scrunchies, which is a good thing if I really needed it. For now. Now I have to go, yeah, get all the XLs done again and redo those. That is the end of this vlog. I don't know how long this is going to be, so thank you so much everyone that stuck around and stayed right till the end and watched me go from I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it, because yeah, I just can't make up my mind. But I'm really glad that's all finished now, and now I just have to move on to the makeup bags. Stick around because obviously there will be more parts to this series. I think the makeup bags are still coming up and tote bags. Maybe another one, can't remember. Thank you so much for everyone for watching and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!